you do that? And the reply he gave to the disciples, I believe, would have shocked the disciples. He said, have faith in God. What? Have faith in God. Even you have faith in God. Even you, Jesus, use faith. How about us, children of God? How about us? Look at Abraham, who against hope, I really love the way the King James Version put this thing, who against hope believed in hope. Where there is no hope, he still believed in hope, that he might become the father of many nations, according to that which was spoken. So shall thy seed be. A man in old age was told, you will be the father of many nations. And yet you believe that kind of thing. You believe that word. Your situation might look very terrible, and the man of God is telling you, don't worry, it will be well. How many of you will believe? How many of you will believe? Don't worry, you will prosper. Some people will look at the man of God and say, well, these guys who like to give people false hope. False hope. You don't know that when you grab that word and believe it, you bring it to pass. The man of God said, you will prosper. He has released a substance on the atmosphere. He released something that you can grab and make it your own. Hey, Abraham was told, you will be the father of many nations. Abraham, against hope, believed in hope. Even when there's nothing to hope for, he believed. Wow, what a man of faith. And look at that. And being not weak in faith. Look at what he did. He considered not his own body, now dead. He was not considering the things that he's saying at that point in time. You might see the Red Sea in front of you. You might see that cloud in front of you. But you know that God has said there is light on the other side, and you keep moving. Man of faith. You keep moving. You keep moving. They say, oh, this guy is being foolish. This girl is being foolish. How can you walk in darkness? How can you just walk blindly? But you heard God. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And you keep moving. That is faith. And it's counted for you as righteousness. And be not weak in faith. He considered not his own body, now dead, when he was about 100 years old, neither yet the deadness of Sarah's womb. Man of faith. Look at that. He staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief. This is how many people stagger at the promise of God through unbelief. Abraham staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief. What is your name? Do you stagger at the promise of God through unbelief? Do you stagger when he said, by his stripes you are healed? Do you stagger when he said you will prosper? Do you stagger when he said you will come out of that trouble? Is the sight of the trouble overwhelming for you? Does it make you to doubt? Does it make you to grow in unbelief? Don't stagger. Man of faith, woman of faith, don't stagger. You keep walking. He staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to God. He was already praising God, even though he has not seen it. How many of you, how many of us will do that? This is our father of faith. And being fully persuaded what he had promised, he was able also to perform. He was fully persuaded. He knew that whatever God has promised, he is able to perform it. I know that whatever God has promised, he will perform it. I know that whatever God has said, he will do for my life, for my family, for my friends, for my nation. I am fully persuaded that whatever he has promised, he is able to perform. And therefore, 22. And this is where we stop. And therefore, it was imputed to him for righteousness. It was imputed to him for righteousness. Faith is righteousness. Thank you, beloved friends, family. Thank you, beloved, for joining me this evening. I believe you've got something this evening.